A controversy has been going on for some time regarding whether subliminal messages, messages either played at very low levels behind music or flashed for a split second on a movie or TV screen, really work. And if they do work, are they illegal or immoral? Well, about 2 years ago, one of our viewers, James Wong, posed this question to me.
Okay, I've been in some stores lately, and I heard some stories about things that come over the loudspeaker that come over so quickly and so quietly that you can't hear them, like don't steal and don't burglarize. And I was wondering, what is the legality of that?
We did a lot of research at that time, but couldn't come up with an answer. We just couldn't locate a store that was using it or find anyone who knew anything about it. But we kept after it, and we were just recently alerted to the fact that some stores are using subliminal messages to help stop theft. Proactive Systems, Inc. in Portland, Oregon, installs what they call the threshold message system. Now, according to Proactive, their system is being used in over 120 shops, factories, and supermarkets across the United States. When we try to find out the names of the companies using the threshold messaging system, they refuse to tell us. The companies using the system, in most cases, do not want the public to know about it. In Culver City, California, the owners of this stationery store demonstrated their subliminal message system to us, but they would not allow our cameras inside the shop. Why? Because a store spokesman said he was a little unsure of customer reaction to the hidden messages, but he felt obligated to display this sign. Be honest, obey the law. J.K. Gill welcomes honest customers. This message is played at low volume throughout the store to reduce theft and help keep prices down. But most stores using the system do not inform their customers in any way. Some people like the idea, others do not.
I think it's a great idea. I'm for anything that cuts down on crime.
I think for anybody to have that kind of control over somebody's mind is very scary.
I'm certainly in favor of it, and I think it should be implemented throughout all shopping centers and all consumer shopping centers.
Well, in addition to thinking that it's sneaky, I don't think that it works.
The idea of subliminal messages in stores or wherever they be is a little bit creepy. As far as I'm concerned, it's kind of like Big Brother speaks.
Subliminal messages may be shocking, but they are nothing new. Many books in the last 30 years blame subliminal messages for selling the public a bill of goods and using everything from Satanism to sexploitation to get the message across. Subliminals have now taken on a more respectable place. Audio and video self-help tapes are sold which use the subliminal technique. A company called Potentials Unlimited offers both audio and video subliminal therapy. While listening to soothing music, you view calming scenes of waterfalls. Self-help messages like, "I stopped being a slave to a weed," are flashed on the screen faster than the conscious mind can comprehend, about 1/60th of a second each. And even stopped on tape, the message, "You feel better," is barely visible. The sound on these tapes play the same messages just below the listener's awareness level. But according to subliminal experts, both the audio and video messages are received by the subconscious mind, and they can help a person change. Whether subliminal messages are being used in a department store to stop theft or on a self-help tape to stop smoking, there are many people who say it's nothing more than a gimmick.
If a message is subliminally embedded in an auditory presentation and it's too soft to be heard by a listener, or if it's embedded in a visual presentation and it's not visible on the part of a perceiver, the message will not have an effect. If we are having a conversation in a room and other people are talking, I will tend to focus on the conversation that we're having. It's just about impossible for me to monitor two conversations at the same time. If I'm attending to you, it's very unlikely that I'm going to get the information from the voice in the background or the subliminal input.
Subliminal messages truly do work. Our subconscious mind never sleeps. It's always receptive. People who purchase our tapes know right up front exactly what they're getting. We feel strongly that people who go into a department store or an establishment and subliminal tapes are being played and they are not even aware of it, that violates their personal civil right.
A message like "don't steal," embedded in the context of nice music, won't in general be perceived by people unless the "don't steal" is sufficiently intense in loudness. If it's below people's threshold for hearing, it just doesn't get heard and it doesn't get into the system.
Maybe so. But I think the most perplexing part of this story is the reluctance of the people who are using the system to let anyone know who they are. I guess it's because they feel it would be met with unfavorable publicity. But at least the store, the J.K. Gill Company, did what I feel is the right thing. They put up a sign to let you know what's going on. Now here's an example of how the subliminal message works. You might hear music like this, but if you could turn the music down and the message up, it would sound like this.
Stay honest. Stay honest. Stay honest. Obey the law. Obey the law. Obey the law. We welcome honest shoppers. We welcome honest shoppers. We welcome honest shoppers.
Very interesting, and they claim it is effective. Now, what is the bottom line of all this? Well, the National Association of Broadcasters and the Federal Communications Commission banned the use of subliminal messages on radio and television. But we could not find any laws forbidding its use elsewhere. We couldn't even find proof that it works. Most experts we talked to said it didn't. But those on the other side wouldn't even talk to us. If a message like "don't steal" in a store cuts down on theft, or a message in a factory says that "lift straight is great," if that cuts down on back injury, or a self-help tape aids the listener in reducing weight or smoking, I think that's great. But without guidelines, what's to stop a store from saying, "buy my product," or a factory from saying, "vote for so-and-so in the next union election"? The American Civil Liberties Union says the issue goes beyond whether or not they work. It affects the individual's right to choose. People have the right to either tune in or tune out what they hear. I feel until it is either proven or disproven, subliminal messages should not be used without the knowledge of the person it is aimed at. And some kind of regulation should be put on this type of mind control. And we'll be right back after